We've got a massive week in Los Santos, but time is ticking. Rockstar has dropped some serious money-making opportunities and exclusive rewards that are all disappearing on June 11th. Today, I'm breaking down the 5 things you absolutely cannot miss if you want to make millions of dollars, grab some limited time discounts, and more. Let's dive into the video. First up, we are talking cash. Rockstar is feeling generous this week with a brand new community mission series. If you complete all of these, you will be getting a $500,000 bonus within 72 hours. For some reason, one of them was actually missing, called the Detective Story. I don't know about you guys out there, but I could not find this one, but I did play through all of the others. I would still recommend playing them all, just for that chance for the $500,000. So yeah, maybe at the time of this video going up, you might be able to see the Detective Story community mission as well. If not, I would still recommend completing all 6 that are currently active. Now to get into the actual bonuses, we have a 4 times money and RP bonus on the community mission series. However, this will only be active on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC Enhanced. So probably quite annoying if you guys do not have the enhanced version of GTA Online. If you are wondering how much these missions pay out, it seems their maximum payout is $72,000 if you wait long enough to complete the missions, and of course you will get a massive chunk of RP from that as well. Another good reason to play through their missions. Next up, the Meth Lab also has a double money and RP bonus, and this will also include the nightclub pharmaceutical research. So extremely nice. Hopefully you guys have been using the Meth Lab recently, or even the nightclub for its pharmaceutical research goods. This MC business should be able to make you millions of dollars, even over the next few days, just before this weekly update refreshes. There was also double money and RP on the featured series, which includes Top Fun, Turf Wars, Sumo, and Come Out to Play. Probably worth playing through as well, with the final bonus this week, a double money on the street dealers. If you manage to find these street dealers, they are actually really good, and it can save you sometimes if you don't want to sell a specific MC business. You can sell just a little portion of your stock to each one of them, and the double money just makes it even more worth it. One more thing that I have to mention is with the meth sell missions, if you guys have a mansion property, you will be able to take advantage of the business production speed boost, which is very effective. You will be able to make meth product a lot faster, and it obviously saves you time in the long run. Now that you know how to make the money this week before June 11th, let's talk about how to save it. We have some really heavy hitting discounts this week. First and foremost, we have all of the meth labs and even their upgrades at 40% off. If you haven't set up or even upgraded your meth lab yet, this is definitely the best time to do it. Max out the equipment upgrade and the staff upgrade especially. This of course pairs perfectly with the boosted sell missions. We also got a 30% off these vehicles. There is a couple good ones there to pick out. I believe the Rhino tank just has to have a mention. A nice 30% off, even the Fathom FR36 and the Western Company Rogue. Don't forget about the gun van discounts, because there is a 30% off the Tactical SMG and a 40% off for GTA Plus members on the Service Carbine, which is still an incredible weapon. Even without the discount, the gun van is sometimes the only way to get our hands on some of these weapons. Obviously, the Service Carbine can still be found in-game, so yeah, make sure to find that gun van and get both of these weapons if you can. We've covered the cash and the sales, but nothing beats the price of free. You have 2 chances to add 2 high-value cars to your garage this week without spending $1. Head over to the Diamond Casino and give the Lucky Wheel a spin. The podium vehicle this week is the Vapid GB200. I think this one looks incredible, well worth trying to get it for free. It's agile, small, and absolute fun to rip through the dirt roads of Blaine County. Even if you do not manage to win the car this week, of course spinning the Lucky Wheel, you can still win some other things. Always worth spinning daily in GTA Online. If you prefer to win the cars yourself, head down to the LS car meet. We have the Declassy Mamba on display. The Mamba itself is a real handful to drive, and it does like to skid out a lot, but I think for a classic car it does look really nice. Unfortunately, the challenge for this one is a little bit difficult. You will have to place top 3 in the LS car meet series for 3 days in a row. So a bit of a time commitment there, so you will need to start this right now if you want to finish this before June 11th. If the 4 times multipliers aren't enough, we have some very specific weekly money methods that are guaranteed to give you at least a few $1,000s. First up, the weekly challenge. This one is easy. All you have to do is steal from 2 stash houses. Doing that will bag you a very nice $100,000, and it does not take long at all. You could also complete the new FIB priority file. This was the Project Breakaway file, pretty much paying out double from the other standard files. Just remember, you need the garment factory to do these things, and if you complete these bonus challenges within this file, you get an additional $50,000. For the bigger payouts, pretty much every single week, head over to the salvage yard. This week's robberies are pretty solid. We have the cargo ship robbery for the Benefactor SM722. This is the top tier vehicle, so it will have the biggest payouts. We then had the McTony robbery for the Anis ZR350, and then the Duggan robbery for the Dinka Sugoi. At least try and make sure that you do the top tier vehicle and sell it to Yusuf. And of course, if you have enough time and the salvage yard, complete all 3 for that $1 million or more. Finally, it is also worth doing the time trials. The standard time trial is called Grove Street, located here on the map, and the HSW time trial is Textile City to Stab City. Always nice to do these things for that extra cash. Finally, before you head out, you need to check the showrooms this week. This is often the only way to pick up certain removed vehicles that are no longer on the regular website. First up, Simeon's Auto Shop or PDM. You could find the Albany Alpha BF Bifter, Emperor Habanero, Coquette Blackfin, and Vapid Hustler. Definitely worth at least test driving one of them or a few of them, because it might be a couple of weeks before you see them again in these test track places. Over at the Window in Rockford Hills, also known as the Luxury Autos dealership, we have the Tampa GT and the Grotti GT750. Both of these cars are not too bad. I can't really give my honest opinion on the GT750 because I do not own it. I think it just looks nice. However, the Tampa GT can have the HSW upgrades, and it is one of the fastest HSW cars. However, it will skid out a lot. I think both of these cars are probably skips this week, but it really comes down to what you like. The last test rides are inside the LS Car Meet. We have the Dinka Enduro, Carbon Azar, and the Vapid Click, with the HSW test ride being the Vapid Firebolt ASP. Similar to Simeon's Auto Shop, you can go ahead and test drive these ones. I think my favourite one there is probably the Carbon Azar. I just prefer how this one looks to the others. Alright, that is a lot of info to digest. If you're short on time and want to know exactly how to prioritize your grind before the 11th, here is the must-do list. Number 1, this is easily the best thing to do. It will be the Meth Lab, with that 40% discount on Meth Labs and its upgrades, combined with the double payouts on the sell missions. This is your best way to make millions this week. If you don't own one, buy it now. If you do, keep that stock moving. Next, the $500,000 community bonus. Complete those 6 or 7 community missions to get that $500,000 for relatively low effort, just playing some contact missions. Plus, you do get to experience some of the coolest player-made content in the game. If you need quick cash between the business sales of your Meth Lab, I would grind the 4 times payouts if you can access them, depending on your console, on the community missions as well, especially for the RP that you can get. This will be extremely nice to do as a lower level. Don't forget about them free car deadlines as well. Start the LS Car Meet challenge today, because you will need 3 days of top 3 finishes for the Mamba, so you really can't afford to skip a day. Finally, grab the tactical SMG, check the showrooms for those removed vehicles. Once June 11th hits, they might not be back for a few weeks or months. So there you have it. These are the 5 things that you don't want to miss out on before June 11th. From that 500 community bonus to the 40% off the Meth Labs, you definitely want to take advantage of some of these different things. If this video did help you out and you did manage to not miss out on some of these different bonuses, discounts, free cars, and even the $500,000 bonus, make sure to leave a like. I always do appreciate it. And if you are new to the channel and like what you see, subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Finally guys, stay safe. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.